Hi, welcome to Projecting Overview podcast brought to you by Tulumide. Hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Today I'm here with my very good friend again. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hello everyone, my name is Chinedu.
And today we will be talking about life after university, life after uni. Before we just go into this, right?
Yes, boss. Chat to me, talk to me.
Before we get into this,
Yes,
what
boss.
was it like for you before you went to uni? Because I know we went to the same college.
Ah,
So what was it like in preparation for uni? What was it like? Was he looking forward to it? Was he kind of like,
it was, to be honest, I was looking forward to it, man, because
yeah,
it's something just, for me at that time, my mind was like, man's becoming a man, you know?
Yeah.
I'm getting old, fam. It's a big jump. So,
Okay.
college, just preparing for it, college, working hard, trying to get the right grades to get into university.
yeah,
And then, yeah, doing the UCAS, personal statements.
yeah?
That shit was hard, but
Okay, here is another thing. Yeah, do you think we didn't have a choice in terms of like uni was just the only thing that we had to do? Maybe
yeah,
at that time you wanted to go to
100%.
went to work or
100%.
something like that, but it was just more like it's college then straight to uni.
uni, yeah.
You know, you can't do anything else. You can't say you want to go into a full-time job or whatever. What was it like? Even in terms of our parents, they believe that
School,
it's education. It's education, and it has to be. Even if you have to pay £10,000, we don't care.
Uni.
Just go uni.
Go uni. Go uni.
Just make
fam.
sure you go to uni. We don't care.
Graduates, wear that gown at the end. Wear that gown at the end. Take pictures. I want to
So,
see you wearing that gown.
Was it more of? Was it more of? Okay, now looking at it now, yeah. Now we can look back and then say, was it really worth it going to uni? Like spending 3 years,
yeah.
spending 4 years. Was it really worth it? If I had taken a different career path in life, would I still have achieved
Do you know the
what I
funny thing
needed
is?
to achieve in
Do you know
life?
the funny thing is, yeah? To be
Yeah.
honest with you, we wouldn't know.
Mm,
We wouldn't know.
that's true. That's
We
true.
would not know until you actually
Yeah.
did it. We wouldn't know.
And the thing is, you can't take both paths at the same time. So
can't,
it's either you
can't.
walk this path.
But I do wish I hadn't gone to uni though.
Why? Why would you
I
think
just-
that?
Do you know what I mean? I feel like what I know now
Mm,
in this world, in this time period of living now, I've been experience counts.
okay. Yeah.
Experience
Yeah.
counts. It's not about what you studied. It's not even about if you know 2 plus 4 equals to 2 plus 2 equals to 4. No.
Yeah.
Experience. What can you do?
What can you do? Yeah.
on the job?
But even look at some certain jobs that they wouldn't ask for your educational
No.
degree or whatever.
No.
They'll ask you.
No
we
experience.
need
Where have
10
you
years
worked
of experience.
before?
What have you
Where have you
done?
worked
Yeah.
before? Yeah.
What
How
you
long
bring
have you
it to-
been there? You know what I mean?
yeah.
Stuff like that. So I wish I chose a different career path. But nonetheless, I don't have no regrets because going to university,
Yeah, that was even experience on its own, you know.
big time.
Because
Me
we're
and
still
you
going to
people,
go back
yeah,
into
big
that
time.
into that as well. Like
Big time.
going to uni is a different whole experience.
time.
Like, you
Can't lie.
get to meet people.
Oh, no.
So now we're going to talk about going to uni now itself.
Mm.
Why is it like? Why do you think a lot of I know a lot of my friends
Yeah.
that lived in London or that lives in London decided to go to
Venture.
university out of London. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think?
Just to get. People did it. I know a lot of people that did it just to get away from the parents. Fam.
Of course, back
Wow.
at college, your mom knows you have to be back on full faith.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Full
Just
faith
to
five, she's
venture
calling your
out.
phone. Where are you?
Where are you, fam?
But uni,
Any chance they run out,
just
bro.
run.
Just
Okay.
just to get away, just to experience stuff and experience life without your parents being there on your neck.
And just being
24/7.
independent as
Being
well.
independent, that's
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
Being independent. But university taught me a lot, man. Being about being independent.
Yeah.
Being independent, you know what I mean?
Because
So,
even at that, like you get to meet other people, you
people,
get
yeah,
to
mingle,
so many
mingle,
people,
you know.
socialize.
it's do you know what it is about university? It's not always about at uni. It's not always about the education. It's about
What
the
you-
journey. Yeah, the journey.
yeah,
the
yeah,
journey
the
you went
process,
through.
yeah.
But it makes you. I don't know. Some people it's different, but for me, it made me become a better person.
In what
No.
sense though?
Like it prepared me for
Outside world.
Yeah, the outside world after university. The skill set I learned, the interaction I learned from people. You know what I mean? Just the whole thing, the whole environment I was exposed to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It prepared me for life after university,
after
and
university.
even just life in general at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Cool. So let's now talk about first year of uni, right?
Yes.
I'm not gonna be at your uni because your uni was actually elite, but I feel my uni was better because people that went to uni them times either went to my uni or they went to what was the other uni? Now I feel like the Coventry, or they went Leicester.
Leicester, fam.
But like
debate was, fam.
But my uni at those times was like, it was actually one of it.
It was lit.
So I remember the first, like when you had your first, your what's called the freshers fair. I was at your uni.
Yeah,
I was at your place as well.
I remember.
What was it like? Because that was more of a different experience. Even let's say like before uni, we don't really have house parties. Like we don't really go to parties like that. It wasn't like house parties or whatever. It was just work or college. But now you have your accommodation to yourself.
Bam.
You have everything to yourself.
Friday
you can
evening.
go out Friday evening. What was Freshers Fair for you like? What was it?
It was
what
fun,
the
you know.
experience?
It was fun. It was fun that me, new people, interacting, joining clubs, different clubs.
Yeah,
ACS,
even that, yeah. Because you get to,
you know what I mean?
yeah. Shout out to all my friends that went outfit shit, man. That was great because I remember it wasn't even after my first. I think it wasn't my first year. It was like my second or third year that then I start to like relate to the freshers that were coming in because I knew what I went through with my first year because obviously I went a bit late.
Okay, cool.
So like everyone's already had like their clubs and whatever. So it was now you're getting a second information from people when you could have gotten directly from the university. So it was more like when I was in my second year, that's when I started to like now, you know, bring more people that are coming to the uni.
Okay.
Like you can join our club, you can do this, you can do that. But like being able to experience that firsthand, you know, from the university, and getting to meet people. You know, going on a Friday. What was the Friday night like? You know, like going to, in terms of socializing.
It was lit. I can't lie. It was cause, bro, you see. I saw some dumb shit happen at university. I can't lie, bro.
Yeah.
Stupidity.
So, no.
Stupidity
a lot
happening.
A lot.
But it just, like I said, the environment kind of shapes you. You learn from people with different backgrounds. Just in one space, but you learn how people behave.
Exactly. And even certain things people do on your start, you think like, what's
I've never seen this in my life.
This is not normal. You start to think,
normal.
Thinking because it's outside your space.
So what?
I was going to say as well. I was going to say your first actual lecture. You know, like the first lecture is like everyone comes together.
9 a.m.
Yeah, like everyone comes together. Now you're meeting people. Maybe some people you've already met, like from Freshers Fair, and you're like, oh, what was she doing? All of that. And they eventually meet each other in the same classroom. And then that's when you start to like click and maybe become friends and whatnot. So, what was your first lecture like?
The first time I just walked into the big, massive room. Shout out to everyone that went to Portsmouth University, if you know, Richmond building. Big room. I walked in there thinking, oh my god, bad people from different culture, Chinese, Asian, white, black,
so many people,
and
everyone's just, and there's always that loud. Everyone's just chatting about until someone walks in and it's like, yeah.
But you could, you know one thing I realized, I noticed here, you could feel the nervousness of everybody.
They didn't know what to expect.
Everyone's just nervous.
It's like you're all in the same boat. Like, so what's going on?
Like, everyone's just nervous. But it was good though. It was good.
But do you not think that at that point, that's where you want to like mingle with people that you kind of like have the same or similar values? Say for example, like when you see people like that from London, and then it's like, oh yeah, okay, or where you from, and you start to interact with them, and you're like, from London, and then from there, because I remember. When I was doing because I'd done a different course my first year, and I remember I was doing a maths class, and I remember some guy, I can't remember where it was from. I think it was from like Northampton or something like that. It was like just a bit, and it was so vocal that everyone started laughing. It was so vocal that everyone started laughing.
Why? Because
I don't know. Maybe for like it was back in his college or something. But this is a very different new environment, and he started like always raising his hand to talk and everything. So that's like a different environment. Like you said, everyone gets nervous. They don't know what to expect. And now that reality starts to set in, you know, now you know what course you're doing. Now you know what time your lectures are going to be. How do you then prepare for those things? Because let's not forget, like back at college, maybe the lecture starts at like what, 9:30. We get on the bus. Is it 9? Yeah, we have to wake up early. So it's still more or less the same routine
from college sometimes
into uni. But now it's more like with university, you're more independent.
Serious.
To now take things in your own hands, and you now have to look after yourself, cook for yourself.
Aye. God.
That first year is where people start looking for uni babes. University babes that can come out cook.
uni base for part-time chefs and that.
after lecture, just come through to the yard. And you lived on campus, right?
Yeah,
I didn't. Obviously, I lived on campus, but it was off campus, like off the main campus. What was that campus like? Like
It was
campus
good, you know.
life, like
Campus life was good because I lived with people from different backgrounds.
yeah,
Different backgrounds. So I would see stuff that was like, wow, is this what you guys
Yeah.
do? Is what you guys do back home? See some stupid.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Wow, the thing that pissed me off about living on campus, sharing kitchen with people, bro.
Did I even? I did share.
Oh,
Yes, you see,
God.
sharing kitchen.
Bro,
That is
some
another
people
one.
are very disgusting.
Sharing kitchen, and then
Dirty,
they will
bruv.
give no, like, they
This-
don't care. They just put things
Mess,
wherever they want to
a
put
mess,
it.
A mess.
Yeah,
That's one thing I don't like. I don't like
about
about.
first year.
Yeah, but sharing the kitchen with people.
So what in terms of like lecture now, adopting or adapting to the new, like to the new lifestyle of going to classrooms. Sometimes you have like 4 lectures in a day,
Yeah,
and then you probably have like maybe an
break.
hour break,
Yeah,
and
brown
then
break.
you
You go
finish
back
at like
and then
6. There's always that one long
Late-
day that you
late-
get.
late
Like you
finishes,
just
yeah.
think that day of the week.
That's the
Don't
worst.
chat to me, fam. Like, don't chat to me. I'm here from 9 a.m. till 6. I probably have an hour break because
That's
that is long. All your so do you keep all your lectures? You attend all your lectures and all your seminars. I can't remember what we'll call it. We don't have. I think we don't call it
Lectures.
seminars. We
Lectures
call
and
it,
seminars.
no, we don't call it. We'll call it something else. Where you like have a 1-to-1 with your tutor. Is it that? I can't remember what it's called. Where you like if you have any issues or something, like you can chat to your tutor about it.
That's seminars.
Yeah, but we don't. I can't remember what we call it. I'm at uni.
Seminars is when you discuss the things.
Yeah, but it's not like an actual classroom. It's not like an actual lecture.
I know it's lectures and seminars.
Yeah, but I
don't
can't.
know.
I know we have lectures. I can't remember what the other one is called, but it's more like seminar as well.
Yeah, I had a seminar my uni.
So, do you think there was any time where you kind of like missed out on lectures or 9 a.m.s or
Yeah.
things like that?
Definitely. Wow.
9 a.m.s.
Yeah, especially 9 a.m.s. I missed it because most of the stuff was online.
Yeah, yeah,
You could just download the PowerPoint and just boom. But the thing, I didn't miss seminars though because seminars was
yeah. That was
registered.
important. There. You
have to be registered.
get your registry. Yeah.
Exactly. So I didn't want to fuck up the attendance. So
But here is
I didn't want to fuck up the attendance. Nah, fam.
here is one thing, yeah, that I realized at uni, like even with all those lectures, do you think that we was kind of like we were so definite about what we're doing? We know what I feel like a lot of people first year, second year, it was more about the grades.
Great, yeah. To get
Like
to the second
let me
year,
just
yeah.
get the grades, pass first year, go into
Boom,
second year.
boom.
But second year, that's when life starts to eat you. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I need to do it better if I need to get it first.
Or
if I
even
need to
that's
get
when you even
second.
decide if this course is for me.
It's form exactly
Yeah.
because a lot of people actually,
Yeah,
change their
change
course after
courses, yeah.
first year. So what I'm saying is like, do you not think like, okay, let's take it a little further. Second year is now when you start to make that decision of maybe when what I need to do. That's when they start to introduce a lot of people,
Yeah.
in terms of like placement wise.
Yeah, placement.
Or career paths and all of that. That's where the university start to bring people in to
Start
like, have that
talking about it,
conversation
yeah.
about it. So do you think that sort of like, do you think we're prepared for that at that point? Because in my own opinion, like there was one time I think my tutor like arranged a placement for me, and I missed it because I missed the road. It was a placement in Brighton, and I just missed it. It was me and my friend
My
Mustafa.
guy missed road. You missed road, fam. You missed road.
We missed it, and I don't know if my friend missed it, but I know I did miss it. I missed it, and I didn't go for that
missed
placement. And
road,
he was
fam.
so upset because it was able to like the way he was able. Obviously, that was based on his connections,
Yeah.
and I kind of like just messed that up. So, do you think how important do you think placement is in terms of like achieving, what we needed to achieve in terms of like getting towards our goals?
I would say it's good in terms of having experience behind your belt. You know what I mean? It's good for your CV.
Yeah.
At least you've actually put something to practice what you learn.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't, unfortunately, I didn't get a placement. I did apply.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say, I think that university should, because at one point you get tired of applying, man. When everyone say
Yeah.
no, reject, man, you just thinking, what is this, man? I'm trying to help your business, fam. I'm trying to help your business. I'm a fresh mind with
My
fresh
mind is
ideas.
still, so
hot.
just put me there.
Put me, hire me. I was applying. Not only me, my friends as
Yeah,
well.
everyone's
Just
applying,
applying.
yeah.
Just saying, unfortunately.
You was applying, you didn't get it. I got it, I messed it up.
But I feel like university should. What I feel like they do should work with a big company or whatever companies,
Yeah.
and have a certain spaces available, whatever certain placements ready to go there and there.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
when it comes to that year for placement, boom, He's already there
It's
for
already
you.
there.
And you just having
yeah,
that
it-
hassle.
just like the way I messed mine up, because some people might not take it seriously.
Then
I
that's
feel like
them.
we only
If I had
we
the
only-
opportunity, I would have taken it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I feel like we only start to reflect on it now because we're out of uni. Do you get it?
Okay, cool.
But
No, I
right
took it.
in
I
that
wanted
sense,
no, but
we
I wanted
wouldn't-
to. I wanted to because I was applying for so many. I wanted
Wait,
to.
it was like in Portsmouth. You wanted to do in Portsmouth, or like outside?
No, outside as well. I wanted to do. I wanted to do placement, but I'm thinking I haven't had an interview. I had a couple interviews, man. I'm thinking, yeah, dressed up, shirt, tie, went
All
there.
of that, yeah.
Myself,
didn't.
unfortunately, you know,
Okay, here is
that's the
another thing.
worst thing you can hear at that time, man. That unfortunately,
Yeah, because
when it's
that
that
would
sentence,
like.
unfortunately.
But that's the thing. Do you not think that even prepares us? Because I was going. My next question, out, like
Yeah.
what I was going to ask again was like, do you think university prepares us for the real world? Because even that placement
yeah,
is meant to be the preparation
Well,
for the real
exactly.
world.
So now you didn't get
And then now that you didn't get to
Back
do
to
a
studying.
placement, so
Back to
now you're
studying.
going out and
back
then
to studying, fam. Back to reading books. Back to reading books, fam. You know what
okay.
I mean?
We're now going to like go into the real topic, which is life after university. So you know, like before university, there's always that like, yeah, I'm gonna apply for jobs, this and that and that. Do you not think there's a lot of pressure that's on our back in terms of things that we need to get done within a certain period of time after university?
100. It's the society, the way the society has made it seem like we're in a rat race. We're not in a rat race. Everyone's journey on earth is different, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially when you have parents who on your back constantly.
Yeah, just putting.
You know what I mean? Because I know people that came out of university first to like proper smart people. They didn't get the job they wanted. They were working in retail for a while.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But then,
because of the pressure that they get.
just it didn't work out. If you know what I mean, the
Yeah,
jobs they
yeah.
were looking for weren't.
Yeah, they didn't
weren't
get
there.
that. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So they ended up working in retail. That's pressure now. Because
Yeah.
you've come out
And
of
now you
university
start
first,
thinking, yeah.
first 2-1, good grade, good studied a good subject as
Yeah.
well, and you're working in retail. That's
And
pressure,
I feel like
fam.
even with
pressure.
that, that's pressure. But even psychologically, you're thinking that even friends that haven't
Exactly.
really done.
That's when a bigger pressure
Really,
comes in
yeah,
because
really
you're
done well.
now comparing yourself with
is a
other
lot,
people.
yeah, comparison
Thinking,
now comes in.
but I'm on uni with this guy. I've done better than him. He's doing a top
Yeah.
company. He's doing this, but me, there's no rush. Everyone's journey in life is different. Just take your time.
Take one step at a
Yeah,
time.
don't
Just-
compare yourself, man. Because when you start comparing yourself with other people, you're even pulling yourself backwards, man. You're going back.
Yeah.
Because you don't even know what the person did
yeah,
to get
to get to that.
that
Yeah,
job. You
'cause
don't even know.
Most of the time, I wouldn't say most of the time, but I would say certain times it's not about your intellectual.
No, it's not.
It's
Especially
not about,
in the working environment sometimes.
Yeah,
no
it's
way.
about because sometimes you even work with people and you're like they'll tell you they haven't been to uni and you're thinking what,
How did
and
you
you're
get
like
this job?
you're like the manager here
exactly,
and then
exactly.
they earn so much and you're thinking
I worked in companies where the managers or the people, my boss, they
Yeah.
didn't go uni.
they didn't
They worked their way up, fam.
So why do you not then think we as like the black minority do have
It's
to
the
go
way.
uni?
It's the way the whole
System.
not even the system. The way the whole black community
But
was
education,
made it. I'll say
But it's important though, isn't it? Yeah,
education is don't get me wrong.
important, yeah.
Education is important, but think about me and you, we're Nigerians.
Yeah,
We have Nigerian parents.
yeah,
They came here for a better opportunity
Yeah.
for the kids.
Mm.
Education is not the first one in their mind.
yeah.
Education,
yeah.
bro. What else do they
You
know?
can't mess it up, yeah.
They'll tell you, I brought you here to study.
Or even if they didn't have that opportunity, maybe if they were working and just
Yeah.
grinding and all of
So
that.
you have to do
So
better now.
exactly.
So
Well, and I get
that's
that, I get
pressure.
that.
That's pressure.
But do you think it's? I get where you're
That's
coming
pressure.
from, but yeah, because if they want you to do that,
That's
go down
pressure.
that route,
That's pressure.
then
Remember,
that literally.
certain people were forced to. I wouldn't say forced, but from young, they're from young. No, from young,
Yeah.
they have installed that that
The
say
mindset.
the mindset without you even knowing, they'll be telling you from young.
You're a
want you
doctor.
to, I want you to
you're
be a
lawyer.
doctor.
Yeah.
Fam, they what they call it? What's the word? Indoctrinating you from young without even realizing it. Are you gonna be a doctor? You make a good nurse. You make
So
a good lawyer.
subconsciously, you don't even know, but now you're just walking into it.
Man. But that's not your calling, my darling. That's not your calling.
Sweetheart, that's not your calling.
Calling.
Bobby,
You know, I know certain nurses, fam,
yeah,
that are not happy being a nurse, fam, but because
yeah.
they were pushed into that avenue, fam. That's why they're nurses, fam.
And because even like being African, there's always that attachment
Attachment.
to being, if you're a medical doctor, if
lawyer,
you're a lawyer, if you're an accountant, pharmacist, all that.
Bruh,
There's always that
there's
rating.
more to life than all these subjects. But don't get me wrong, but we need these people.
Yeah,
doctors
yeah,
are very
definitely.
important in life.
Yeah, of course.
Doctor,
Now,
fam,
especially in this
you.
pandemic, we
We
need
need
you more.
you.
Yeah.
But if it's not for you, it's not for you, bruv. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just,
I get that.
you know what I mean?
So in terms of even now, like moving on, in terms of like, let's say preparation for the corporate world, obviously we've talked about the placement, that's like what prepares us, which just like my friend said, he said that universities should try and make sure that they get placements for their students, because that prepares you for the world
100%,
after university.
100%.
What about in terms of like savings and investments?
But
Because these are things that comes after uni, you know.
they didn't teach us that at university. Bro. We
Yeah.
can't lie about savings and investment.
So that means they've like
Also academics, reading books.
not like the real life.
Yeah,
like,
not like the real life
classes that
practical. They didn't. Do you know what university is good at? It's good at throwing books at you, bro. But it's not actually good at teaching you
the practical
the
life,
the
itself,
survival
yeah.
skills of life. Fam.
So that means whatever you knew before uni and whatever you've gathered
Now,
at uni would be what would take you through after university.
exactly. But it wasn't the case sometimes. It was not the case.
Because now, like,
I was
even
reading
people-
books, or that I had to write a good dissertation.
Yeah.
But in real life, fam,
Like,
there's
yeah.
certain things you need to know to maneuver your way, whatever field you go into. You know what I mean? You know, so.
So we're saying now that in terms of like savings and investment, you have to
stocks,
learn that yourself.
I had to learn it myself.
Because to be honest, university you just want to, you've paid $9,000, you're
That's
paying
it.
whatever you're paying, and
That's it, man.
at the end of the day,
You're done. You're in.
just want to say, I wouldn't say they want to say it, because at the end of the day, they still like instilling education. They still putting something.
They
in
are.
us.
You're 100%.
Do you get it? Because
100%.
either we like it or not, we are, teachers were doing their jobs. Do you get it?
My guy said teachers were doing their job.
Lecturers were doing their jobs.
Yeah,
were
that's
they
their job
not?
when to teach.
So
Their job to teach.
it was more of us to now then pick up what we want
to do.
from what they're teaching.
You haven't go and fail. If you want to fail, you fail. You haven't go and fail. It's up to you if you want to pick up or not. It's really simple as, fam.
All right, let's
Simple
now talk
as.
about the financial aspect of university, right? So when we went to uni, $9,000. I don't know how much it is right now. I think my first year was a bit lower than $9,000. It was like
the year
8,000
before,
something.
it was the year, just the year.
That year, yeah.
the year-
That's when they increased
The
it.
year increased it, bro. Huh?
So-
£3,000, yo.
Imagine having to deal with, if you have a good job, you have to pay, but you start paying it back bits and bits.
Pay a bit more.
But imagine you have that loan on your back for 30 years. And there's actually interest on top of this as well.
100%.
Like you have to pay a lot of interest
100%.
after you. So imagine that, even though, because sometimes there's
After
one
30
time
years, they wipe it off.
they wipe it out. But think about it this way, yeah. There was one time I logged into my student finance account. I think they sent me a message or later or something like that. And I went and logged in.
1 or 2 times.
And then I checked how much I was owing the government. No, how much I actually owe the government. It was a lot, bro. That can build a mansion in Niger, fam. I'm not even joking. But even if you don't want to think about it, subconsciously,
It's
it's.
Do
You know what
you know what it is? I don't even think about it.
Yeah, I remember I talked to you about it one time. I forget, I don't want to talk about this. Which I get, like, maybe that's the way you would deal with it. What about people that... I know, like, maybe now a lot of people would not think about it. Like, yeah, it's just student finance. I'm not going to... You know what I mean? But in a way, it's still there.
Yeah, you're in debt.
Yeah, you're literally... It's actually...
A lifetime debt. They'll
So-
call you by the neck from choke.
Okay,
You choke
let's
on-
now...
you choke on- You choco.
It's like you're not going nowhere, bro. Wow, you're on the system. That's it.
Change,
Stay back.
you're caged.
But here is the thing, yeah. Let's talk about like people that are at uni right now, right? They're paying the same amount of money, but they don't even get to experience all those things that we experience. Like
Online
with,
lectures.
Like, all they have to do is online lectures. Wake up 9 a.m. Just turn on your computer, log into the whatever you need to your lecture and everything, and listen to it. Even so, with that, it gets boring. Plus, they have to pay $9,000 on top of that.
Nah, that's not fair.
I think
I don't think that's fair.
I think I read it somewhere that they've kind of like frozen the. I don't know if how true that is, but they've frozen the university fee
For now.
now and next year. But imagine having
But it's still teaching still going on though.
yeah, teaching still
Okay,
going,
cool,
lectures
cool.
is still going online. But how would they even feel? Because to be honest, I still have people that are uni, my sister and my brother are still at uni. I still kind of understand, speaking to them sometimes like. You get to wake up Monday morning, go for your lecture. Not even lecture, but just online lectures. It's something that repeats itself, and
I will sleep off. I can't even
everyone gets bored.
I'll sleep
Literally.
off.
So do you think like the should they cut that off? Because even think about it this way, you're still paying rent. If you live in that university that
Forgot about that
accommodation,
one as well.
but you're not even going for lecture. You're not doing what you're there for, but you're still paying
Paying
rent.
rent.
You're still doing all these other things.
Oh, sugar. Plus, you're in the government as well.
And you're still in the government. Like you're not running nowhere. Innit?
But I don't know. I don't actually know. That one is a bit tricky. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If they can stop the whole tuition fees,
Yeah.
then yeah. Because if they're already there, if they already started, they might as well finish it.
They might as well finish.
You just
it,
might as well finish the course.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
I mean, if that's what you're there for a reason,
You're
innit?
there
So
for a
you
reason.
understand why you're there, then
Might
just
as well.
go through with it.
But these online lectures and seminars.
That's long.
So what? Are they gonna have a test at the end then?
I don't know.
Or is it
to
gonna
be
just be
honest.
coursework?
I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be courseworks. I think it might. I don't know because if I'm sitting in my computer on my
Yeah.
desk and you give me exams, I'm
Because-
done, fam.
That
I'm done.
would copy and paste, fam.
Hey, CP, fam. CP, I'm done.
Cheap,
But
bro.
here is the thing, yeah. Let's now talk about we already touched on life after university. Who do you think needs to equip us more? Should it be the university, or should it be our parents? Because our parents are more like the foundation. Our environment is more like the
100%.
foundation.
I feel like it's a bit of both, to be honest with you. But then again, it depends. It depends the relationship you have with your parents and the background. You know what I mean? The background where you're coming from. So I think parents definitely should equip you because they're more
Yeah,
aware.
those are your first point of contact.
They're
before
more aware
university.
what's going on in life.
Yeah.
So they should tell you, listen, this is what it is. Like, they should sit you down and be like, son, daughter, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? You know what I mean? What do you
Yeah,
want to learn? Where do you see yourself doing in 5, 6, 6?
That's what employers ask you.
Yeah, where do you exactly?
Where
what I
do
mean?
you see yourself
Where
in
do
the
you see
next
yourself
5 years?
being?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, cool. Now, these are the best options for you. It's either you go through university, or you do apprenticeship, or you just
hold on. Sorry to cut you. Do you not think it's only now that some parents are able to grasp that you can actually go through apprenticeship
100%.
and then still be
100%.
someone in life?
100%.
Like back in the day,
Well, yeah, when it was us, it
you
wasn't
ain't
us.
getting that.
Yeah, when it was-
fam, it was
nah.
straight to uni.
Apprenticeship was just starting off at that time when we going to
Because
uni.
even my parents didn't put a lot. I don't think they put pressure on me, but I just knew. Sometimes
Yeah.
you can't even have a second thought. Like I just know it's
University.
education. That's
University
it.
shit.
I don't need to have any
Get
sort
that
of
UCAS
conversation
points,
and that.
Get that UCAS points you're in. Simple. But yeah, I feel like parents should definitely equip you. You know what I mean? And also when it comes to the teachers of what at university,
Yeah.
they should play a big part of equipping you because at the end of the day you're gonna spend the majority of your time there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So they should have just have in the curriculum about
Yeah.
life itself after university.
Yeah,
You know what
okay.
I mean?
Let's now talk about life itself after university, right? Which includes now you're going to have a new routine. It's either you move back home or you move out. And there's always that debate. If you don't have to move out, you don't have to rush because in that way it helps you save a lot of money.
Yeah.
But now let's talk about the world, with work environment, having to apply for jobs, your new routine now, the people you meet, your work environment, your bosses, relationships you have with all these people. How would you explain it? in terms of like the circular world, the world that we, the work environment.
Yeah.
How would you explain it? Like, I wouldn't say in terms of preparation, because obviously sometimes you learn on the job, certain things you
100%.
learn.
They teach you, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
even
why they have
sometimes,
training now.
even sometimes like you end up doing what you didn't study at uni.
100%.
You know what I mean? So
100%.
in
Facts.
terms of like the work environment, how prepared are we for that?
It's a good question, It depends on each individual, to be honest with you, because like I said, some people might have done a placement and they get attained straight
Yeah.
after university,
Yeah.
so they're already used to that company, they're already used
Yeah,
to the
so
working lifestyle already. So for someone like me who didn't get a placement,
yeah,
I'm coming out of university, applying for a job, getting a job. It was kind of new because I
Yeah.
had to start from scratch.
again, even though outside of your qualification,
Exactly.
you now have to like,
I had to
okay,
start from scratch. It can be daunting, to be honest with you, because you're meeting new people, new environment.
yeah.
So
And even like, sorry to call it shit, like, that interview stage where you're sitting on the same seat with different people, and then sometimes you don't want to talk to people, or sometimes you have that one little conversation like,
Yeah.
so what uni did you go? Maybe your uni's better. You don't want to be here in Oxford, fam. Like,
Oxford.
did you go Oxford?
Just
Alright,
in
yeah,
case,
you
fam.
got a job and that, but it's like you just want to, because that's like even new, and I feel like that's why that placement is really important.
very, very
because
important. But
They already like
At least have
builds you
the-
for
yeah.
it. Like, you, even some company might like you and then just retain
Keep
you
you.
after, and then just
so it
like,
makes it easier for you once you come out of university.
Mm,
boom,
mm,
you're there.
mm.
But for people that didn't do placement, it must have been hard, because it's not easy at that time. Remember at that time when we came out of uni,
yeah.
it wasn't easy to get a job. It was
Yeah,
not
at that time, like,
easy.
because so many people were applying at the same,
Same
time. So
time.
it was
Oh,
more of like
Lord.
survival of the fittest. Like, if you're
I think coming from that's when inflation was high as well. Unemployment was very, very high at that time.
so you just had to get
Any
make
job,
do with whatever that was
make do with
around.
whatever
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
at that
yeah,
time
that's
too.
true.
And then at the same time, keep applying for the job you want.
Yeah, you want.
So
yeah,
it was kind of daunting, because you out of university now, you're into the real world.
yeah.
You have to fend for yourself now.
Fend for yourself.
You have to
yeah,
fend.
yeah.
There's no more student finance, grant. For the lucky ones that saved up, good for you. For the ones that
Did you
didn't
actually
save up,
wait? Like I said,
for the ones that didn't save up. Oh yeah, now let's do this.
go provide.
Go to provide.
But here's the thing, yeah. Okay, with like the black community and all of that, I've seen a lot of people now that kind of like doing their own thing now. Starting up new businesses, starting up. Even when you can tell when they talk, you're like, this guy actually, outside of like the sense and the brain that they have, they can articulate themselves properly.
Yeah, okay.
And you're like, maybe this guy shouldn't have gone uni.
Uni.
Maybe he wasn't even worth it at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
just like we said earlier on, like, you wouldn't know until
you went there.
you
Until-
went there.
until you
Do
went.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, until you chose a different career path.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's your life at the
your
end of
life.
the day, and
It's
then
your
you
life.
get to choose what you got to do with it as well.
Yeah. But it was. How was it for you though? After you,
Do you know what? I wouldn't say. I'll put it this way. I wouldn't say it was. It was actually good, because I have so many people around me, like good friends, like you guys and my parents and my family as well. But in terms of the career path that I chose, I could have, if I had someone that kind of like put me through properly. So like, the times I went uni, say for example, because I changed my course in, and like the first year of uni, I was just there, like, just lost. Because I remember I had this conversation with my older sister, and I said to her I was gonna drop out of uni.
I think you told me.
Yeah, I told you that. I was like, I'm gonna drop out, because I wasn't. That wasn't my my strength doesn't lie in the course I was doing at that time. And obviously, the why I then decided to do was something that I was comfortable doing. Like, I love playing musical instrument and all of that. Because even sometimes when I tell people like I did music, like, so what do you do with that? Like, what job? And like, what job do you do with music? Like, until you get
break it down. Yeah.
Even after university, it was more like, if you weren't too good in that department, in that environment, like most people, because I know some of my course mates that they've graduated uni and they had to do their own thing themselves.
Different. Yeah.
But because I didn't, obviously my background was more of like playing instruments.
Okay.
So going out to uni again without the knowledge of what was being taught was like picking up from the start again. That's not an excuse to now say, you know, I paid that, I did what I did. But I'm saying like pressure in terms of after uni, there's pressure. Obviously, with what I'm doing now, it's more like I want to do more. I want to do better. But it's not like I'm looking at other people and like, this guy's done this, I need to do that. It's like I'm still taking it one step
at a
time for myself. Do you get it? So
100%.
like you said as well, you don't everyone has their own race to run. I don't need to look at my boys, you know what, he's driving a Mercedes and I need to like jump on that.
But
No,
it's not a sprint.
Yeah, it's not a sprint. Just
It's not
take
a
it one
sprint.
step at a time.
Take your time.
Yeah, but the whole university experience as a whole, I think it was good because some certain things even in terms of the way you would even express yourself in certain places, it kind of helps. 10,000 words on dissertation was no joke.
You have to compose that shit.
You have to
compose that shit.
You have to sleepless nights and all of that.
Citation,
all of that.
Citation.
It wasn't a joke. You have to put it to practice. Like when you talk and they know, like, okay,
make sure there's no similarities.
There's
no similarities, fam. Make sure there's no similarities.
What's even called?
Turn it in, innit?
Yeah, you have to put your work in. Turn it in as well. Like your work, all of that.
And when you processing it, you're praying. There's no similarity.
I think there's like a level percentage. Let's say like, I don't know how many percentage they put in, but if your work, fam, but we're doing the same thing. That's where your creative mind comes into place. You know what I mean? But
universities are not stupid, you know. They put that thing
of course.
So
you can think outside the box.
People still did plagiarism, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it is, isn't it? So we're going to wrap you up here. Let us know what your opinions are. Let us know what your experience has been. If you've been to uni or if you went through the other part, like you went through apprenticeship, let us know what you think. Is university really important, or what's your life after uni like? What's it been like, or what is it? Are you transitioning into another, into another job? Are you transitioning into another career path? Are you just trying to do something new or something different? Let us know what you think. Listen to us on all our social media platforms at Projecting Overview Podcast on Instagram, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, and until next time, have a good one.
Take care.